everybody, this is Audrey, also known as Noble Strength, and welcome to my channel. And today you are tuned in for poetry. I have two poems that I want to share with you tonight. The first one is called Vibing, and this poem was inspired by my love of music and just how music can come together when you have a lot of creative minds working together, doing their thing. So it's about musicians coming together and having a jam session and just kind of, playing with the energy that each other is bringing to the piece that they're working on, and how ultimately something beautiful is cultivated. It's almost like a courtship between the instruments and the minds and hands behind the instruments being played, and how they just kind of court and then they give birth to this beautiful piece of music. So that's what vibing is about. It's just about a jam session. And if you're a musician, you get what I'm talking about. So the next poem that I'm going to share with you guys tonight is one that I wrote recently. Vibing was written quite some time ago, maybe about 5 or 6 years ago, but the last one that I'll be sharing with you, called That's a Dead End Son, is more personal, and it was recently done, and I did get permission from my son to share this because it was birthed from a place of pain, but ultimately I couldn't write it until there was light at the end of the tunnel. My son was making some choices that were not good, and I saw that it was leading him down a dark path. And as a mom, talking to an adult son, there's really not much you can do other than pray. So I was on my knees quite a bit in prayer, and I had quite a few people praying, prayer warriors I like to call them, praying on his behalf. And I must say that God is faithful, and he does hear the prayers of the righteous. And so this kind of just takes you through the journey of a mom's pain, and how she's crying out to her son to turn around and go the other way, and how ultimately he does make a turnaround. And I'm happy to say that my son seems to be on a better track, and I'm just praying that he stays on that track. So if you're a mom, I know you can relate. I hope you enjoyed these two poems. So stay tuned, and I'll be right back.
Vibing, letting the melodies arrest my soul, while the harmonies create stories yet to be told. Unity of chords take me to new heights. Rhythms of bass are just right. The flow of sound induce labors of love, giving way to birth of words from above. Vocals connecting with heart and mind, elevating music in moments of time, transforming from thought to sound. The reach of your whisper abounds, blissfully, skillfully, passionately riding. No one can resist the caress of vibing. That's a dead end, son. That's a dead end, son. Where are you heading? You're choosing a road to nowhere. Aren't you even regretting the turns you made away from love? All for what? Fleeting moments from drugs? Seconds, minutes, and hours you can't get back. Choose life now. Life is the right track, the path to revival and restoration, one that you can testify about to your generation. That's a dead end, son. So turn around now. The time is short, and trust is the how. Trust in him that made you, for he is your guide. From him, the creator, you cannot hide. That's a dead end, son, full of pain and despair, one that will leave you gasping for air. I know you hear me, so I am pleading with you. Please turn around and begin anew. That's a dead end, son. Please listen to me. This is from a mom who's hurting and wants you to be free. Yes, my son, I see you've made a turn. You're back on course, and your new life has just begun.
Thank you so much for tuning in for this poetry night session. I hope you enjoyed those two poems. Let me know if one of them spoke to you in the comments below. I love interacting with you all. And just remember that there is always hope no matter what you're going through. And there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. You know, God is our biggest encourager. He's the most positive, optimistic person you could ever want to have a relationship with. I mean, there's just so many things wonderful that you can say about him, and he's continuously encouraging us each and every day. So remember to be a good steward of all that God has given you, and just remember that he loves you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye.